بيكم مرة تانية أحبائنا المشاهدين في حلقة جديدة من برنامجكم علاجك في بيتك. نحب نرحب بدكتور جويس معانا هنا في البرنامج. أهلا وسهلا بيكي. أحب أرحب كمان بسيستر جينا. أهلا وسهلا بيكي، شرفتينا. النهاردة هنتكلم عن حاجة بسيطة جدا من العلاجات اللي احنا بنعملها دايما في البيت، وهي الضغط بالمية السخنة أو البخار السخن والبخار البارد. فعايزين نسأل بقى دكتور جويس تكلمينا أكتر عن البخار بالمية السخنة أو البارد. إيه اللي هيكون العلاج النهاردة؟
Actually, we're just going to use towels that are heated in the microwave to cover a part. We're going to use her knee today. And then after 3 minutes of heat, we're going to put cold for 30 seconds and then heat again. We'll do it 3 times. And that should bring a lot of circulation to the area.
ممتاز. طيب نحب نصلي قبل ما نبدأ زي ما عودنا أعزائنا المشاهدين. نطلب من ربنا إن هو يكون المعالج أو الشافي في التريتمنت اللي هنعمله النهاردة. تحبي تصلي لنا؟
Okay, let's pray. Dear gracious God, again we thank you for this opportunity to use simple treatments to make people feel better, to bring healing, because we know that you are the healer and not necessarily our treatment. And we acknowledge this. So I ask that you bless Gina today and bless me as I give her this treatment. Both Naveen and I will be helping, and we ask that you bless us as we give her this treatment, and may she find pain relief through this treatment. These things we ask in your holy name. Amen. So as you can see, our equipment, we have a big pot of water, and Naveen's going to help. She's going to soak the towel first. And so, Gina, I need to explain the treatment to you. We've explained a little bit, but I want to explain for those who are listening as well. So we're using her slacks today to keep on her knee, but generally you would do it skin to skin. But what we're going to do, it's her right knee that's causing her pain, so we're going to cover it with a towel as if she had skin, that we were doing it skin to skin. So when Naveen is ready, she's making sure that every part of the towel is wet, because she's going to put it in a bag into the microwave. And what's going to happen, if there's any dry part on the towel, it can actually catch on fire. So we're very careful about making sure that everything is wet. So as she's wringing it out, we don't want it dripping. We want it nice and wrung out. And she's going to put it in the bag, a plastic bag, and we're going to put it into the microwave. I'll give you a hand here. Yeah, please. And just wrap it loosely. We're just going to wrap it loosely. So steam can escape if necessary. Now, not everybody has a microwave, so some of you who have a big pot can put boiling water in the bottom, have a rack on top, fold your towels up that you're going to use for the hot compress, roll them up, put them in the rack, in the kettle, put the lid on, and let the steam come up and heat those towels. And it's maybe just as effective as a microwave, maybe even more even than the microwave. So we're going to heat it for 3 minutes. So what else do we have here? We have a small bowl with ice water and a small towel. So when you get warm, I know it's a bit hot in the studio, but when you get warm and feel like you'd like something on your forehead, Naveen is going to help you with that and give you a nice cold towel for your forehead. Now between the hot, we're going to put cold on your knee. And why are we doing that? First of all, the heat is bringing blood to the area, which is good. And then the cold is going to send it away because it constricts the vessels. So then we're going to do that, take a towel. Here I have some ice. And we're just going to wipe that area for 30 seconds to make sure it's nice and cold. It sends the blood away. And then we're going to put this little towel back and put another hot towel on for another 3 minutes. So what's happening is bringing blood, sending it away, bringing blood, sending it away. In that way, the circulation is increased. It brings healing because the nutrients are coming, and it's sending away things that cause pain, toxins, waste products. So it just brings new blood to the area, and that, of course, brings healing. So that's basically our thing. So we need ice, we need a heater of some sort, either a microwave or a pan with towels. We need the towels for the hot compress, and we need towels for the cold compress, and we need a towel to cover the hot compress to keep it warm for the 3 minutes. Did I forget anything as far as equipment? And it's good to have somebody help. So we're glad that we have Naveen taking the job of assistant today. Thank you very much.
طيب حابين نعرف ايه الفكرة بتاعة المية والتباين ما بين السخن والبارد، ازاي بيساعد الشخص على شفاء من شيء او العلاج لحاجة. How the comparison between the hot and the cold help the person to heal or getting better in something.
Again, it brings circulation in a good way because many times when there's pain, the joint is cold. Like for instance, we're talking about a joint here. The joint is actually cold and it doesn't have the circulation. So the heat brings the circulation in, and then we don't want it just to sit there. We want it to move. So the cold will send it away and the hot will bring it back. So it's a moving thing, and it's getting the circulation going, and many times just heating the area, getting more circulation, it actually will relieve the pain. And that's what we're hoping for today.
طيب ايه تاني بجانب تخفيف الألم ممكن العلاج ده يعمله؟ بس لمجرد تخفيف الألم اللي موجود ولا ممكن يساعد في حاجة تانية؟
Well, let's get ready for the next towel right now. And now Naveen is going to use something to protect her hands because these towels can be very hot. So she's going to protect her hands, and so am I. I'll put these on, these beautiful gloves. So thank you very much. So here's our heated towel. And I'm protecting my hands too. Now what I'm going to do is just unroll it quickly and put it on her knee. Is that okay? It's okay. If it's too hot, I'll keep fanning it like this until it's she can stand it, and I'll cover this to keep the heat in. So now we'll time it for 3 minutes to keep it on for 3 minutes.
في الدقايق دول أنا ممكن نعمل نجهز بس للمرحلة اللي جاية. The same 3 minutes.
What we can do when you have somebody helping you like that, as soon as we get, as soon as we have one in the microwave, we can get the other one soaking so that we can squeeze it out and have it ready to go in as soon as our 3 minutes are up. You can leave it on for longer than 3 minutes if you need to, as long as it stays warm. We just don't want it to get cold because we like that contrast, that heat and then that cold. And you asked me a question about what is good besides pain relief. Pain is a big one, but we also have things like neuritis, eye affections that can utilize heat and cold. Toothache, of course, that's pain, but it's also swelling. So swelling can go down because you're starting to move the blood, and so the swelling can actually diminish, and so that's another way. And of course, today especially, we're doing joint pain relief. So Naveen's going to put the next one in. We're going to be cooling this off with cold water, but I'm not going to do that until we're almost ready for the hot one again. Now, when we have a part that's easy to put in water, we'll do the same kind of thing with water. For instance, if it was her elbow or her wrist or her ankle, we could just put it right in the hot water for 3 minutes and put it in cold water for the 30 seconds and back and forth. And that's the easiest way to do a joint that we can use. But if we have a knee that's a little difficult, if it's the abdomen that we want to treat, or if it's the back, we would do it differently.
طيب عايزين نعرف ايه التحذيرات اللي ممكن ناخد بالنا منها خلال استخدامنا للنوع ده من العلاج. What the precaution that we need to be aware of to use this treatment?
The precautions are that if you have somebody that can't feel heat, for instance, somebody with diabetes and they have neuralgia in their legs, or they're very elderly or very bony, when you put heat on a bone, it can feel very uncomfortable. So you want to make sure that they're very comfortable. But so you want to make sure your hot towels aren't that hot for somebody with diabetes. Now she's a young, healthy person, so we can get it nice and warm for her. It's not a problem.
تمام. طيب مين الأشخاص اللي ما ينفعش نعمل لهم النوع ده من العلاج؟
Most people can do it, but remember we want everybody to be warm before we start. Because if they're not warm, it can actually be detrimental and actually make them chill, and then other problems can be. So we can either have them take a hot shower or even a hot foot bath to warm up before we do the treatment. Because we're using cold. Anytime we use cold, we want to make sure that they're very warm first.
تمام.
So it looks like I can take this off and put the cold on you. So I will take this off and remove it. And so now, are you feeling like you need something on your forehead as well? Not yet. You're fine. Okay. So theoretically, we're just going to put the cold on here for 30 seconds. When that gets warm, I'll flip it over on the other side. Another 15 seconds or so. And we can just leave it there until our next one is ready, which it is. So she's going to get it out of the microwave. I'm going to put on my gloves. And we'll take this off, put this back on, and here we're ready to go. Thank you very much. All right. Again, is this okay? Yeah. Not too hot? Okay. And I'm going to cover that up. Right, so we still have some minutes left for this 3-minute one. So let's go ahead and get the other towel ready. As you can see, we soak the towel, make sure it's totally wet before we put it in the microwave. Or if you have a big kettle with a rack, you can just roll up your towels, put them on top of the rack. The steam will come up to the towels. Just put a lid on, and in about 30 minutes you can check to see that your towels are nice and warm to put on a body part. Now, we're doing the knee today because that's where Gina's hurting, but you can do it for other places as well. You can do it for the abdomen, but you don't want to do it if there's acute pain, because you need to go to the doctor if there's acute pain. It might be appendicitis, it might be another problem. If it feels like a stomach ache, like you normally get, or if there's a lot of gas and you're just uncomfortable, that's a good way to use the hot and cold on your abdomen. But if there's any acute pain anywhere, you want to go to the doctor and not try one of these treatments. Also, when somebody has bad bronchitis or even pneumonia, if you make sure that they're in a warm room, no drafts, and they're warm, you can actually help solve some of the problems, help them get over the coughing, help them get some of the secretions out of their bronchioles, and so it's very, very helpful for that. So Naveen, as soon as we get that in, I want you to tell experience with your mother. So Naveen squeezed out the towel very well. Now she's going to put it in the bag. She'll put it in the microwave. When you put it in the microwave, again, I just want to emphasize that you want the towel to be totally wet. You don't want any dry edges because you can actually set the towel on fire. So now that that's cooking, maybe you'd like to tell about your mother and the treatment we gave her.
فعلا احنا جربنا معاها النوع ده من العلاجات بالبخار، وكان ليه نتيجة كويسة في وقت ما كانت عندها كحة وكان عندها صعوبة في التنفس، وكان في تقريبا السائل متجمد جوه الرئة، فكان ده بيساعد كتير البخار انه يدفي ويدي احساس في نفس الوقت للمسام تتفتح ويخرج منها اي سموم موجودة، وده حسن كتير من حالتها. فأنا بتذكر إنه لو الناس جربته هتشوف قد إيه النتيجة بتاعته كتير سهلة وسريعة.
I have a friend too, and her mother was a very elderly lady. She was in her mid-80s, perhaps, and quite thin, and she had a bad case of pneumonia, and she was hospitalized. And of course, they were giving her the antibiotics and the breathing treatments that they give there. But my friend wanted to give her one of these hot and cold treatments because she knew how effective it was. So she had a little trouble getting permission to do it, but they allowed her to do it, and really helped her mother. It helped her turn from not getting better to start improving. So it was very beneficial. Now she's elderly, but she just kept it not so hot, not so cold, made sure the room was warm, no drafts, and her mother was blessed by this treatment and recovered.
والحلو في العلاج دوت انه ممكن يكون في اي حته في الجسم، مش بس الاطراف، يعني ممكن يكون على الصدر، على الظهر، على المفاصل.
That's true. That's true. There's many places. We just have to think about acute pain. There's acute pain. We don't want to use this treatment because that's the time you want to check with a doctor and make sure that nothing is wrong seriously. And so this is for something that's, I know pain is not minor, but something that will, that's simple to treat and nothing that's acute.
وكمان لازم نخلي بالنا من الموانع اللي ممكن نبعد عن احنا نعملها مع الاشخاص اللي عندهم مثلا كانسر او عندهم سكر او امراض المزمنه دي، برضو بيتاثروا بسهوله من السخونه ومن الميه السخنه على جسمهم.
Right, you're just careful with the temperatures with those conditions. Now it's time to put the cold on your knee. So we'll just remove the hot towel and make it cold here now. 30 seconds. And then after about 15 seconds, you flip it over, use the other side. If you have a mitten, you can do that. We want to try to get everywhere the hot towel was. Okay, and then we'll put the towel back and we're ready for the hot one. As soon as I get my gloves back on. This will be our third change. And I like to have at least 3 changes. Thank you very much, Nadine. Okay, here we go. Not too hot?
No, it's good.
It's okay? Okay, very good. And we cover this to keep the heat in. Okay. So, and at home you can do it even more times. If it feels good to the person, you can do it 4 or 5 times. It doesn't matter. You just want to make sure that they're warm and the cold is cold, and back and forth if you need to add more ice to the water. And if they start to sweat, you want to make sure that you keep their head cool. So.
تمام. زي ما انتم شايفين التحضيرات كلها بسيطة، مجرد مية سخنة ومية باردة وتسخين بالميكرويف أو ممكن بحمام بخار في البيت ممكن بسهولة نقدر نعمل نفس العلاج ده. جينا are you sure you know? اوكي تمام. نتأكد دايما ان الشخص بيشرب مية طول الوقت او محتاج لترطيب دايما لراسه، فخلينا دايما ناخد بالنا من الحاجات دي. طيب دكتور جويس، حابة تضيفي أي حاجة أثناء ما إحنا
Well, just maybe to reiterate some of the things that we've talked about, the contraindications for people who can't feel the heat. It's very important not to put it too hot because they can't tell you if it's too hot. And you certainly don't want to burn somebody. You want to make sure that everything is in their comfort zone, even though they can't feel it. So if it's in a pan, it might be easier to regulate the heat than in the microwave. Sometimes you get hotter spots than others. So actually, preferably, if you use the kettle with a rack and the towels and let the steam come up, it's probably better because it's even heat. We use it today just because of convenience of being on a set and we don't have a place to cook the water. So this was the best we could do. And we hope that this treatment will help Gina's knee feel better. And so as we think of other ways we can use it, and the back for back pain, and so you can also use it if you're planning to do a massage and you want to warm the muscles of the back or anywhere that you're wanting to do the massage. We can also use it then. And to warm that person up, to warm the muscles up, and then they're ready
أو
for
لو
a
عندهم
massage.
برد أو كحة كمان ممكن
Oh yeah,
بيساعد.
it's very good for coughs. Yes, very good to help relieve coughs. And so it's the sky's kind of the limit of ways we can use it.
صحيح.
So.
طيب دكتور جويس، بنحب نعرف إزاي هننهي الطريقة دي من العلاجات.
It's about time too. It's been 3 minutes. So what we do, we remove the last warm towel. And just like we did between our hot towels, we get our cold towel going here. And rub the area. You could just lay it on if you want, but it feels so cold that if you rub it around, it doesn't seem as bad. And that, because it's been nice and hot, that gets hot in a hurry. So about halfway through your 30 seconds, you can flip it over on the other side and get the last seconds. And then you dry the area. Make sure it's nice and dry. And then I'm just gonna keep her covered because we've made her slacks a little bit damp.
تمام. وبهنا أعزائي بتنتهي بينا حلقتنا معاكم من برنامجكم علاجك في بيتك. وزي ما شفتوا الموضوع سهل، ونحب نسمع تعليقاتكم لما تجربوه عبر الإيميل اللي بيظهر قدامكم على الشاشة. ما تنسوش تبعتوا لنا، ونترككم في رعاية الله لحلقات قادمة إن شاء الله. نلتقي.